What is going on, guys? I am SceptileMC, or George, the coach of the San Francisco Arcaniners, here to bring you my GBA Season 6 Week 1 match versus the Milwaukee Sawsbucks of Battle of the Rex. Guys, we have something to prove in this match. We made it to the championships last season, and I just wanted to say that we lost. Everyone knows that I lost that, and it was, not gonna lie, I was pretty upset that I lost that game. I thought I really could have won if I made the better plays, but I didn't. Dan completely deserved to win that game, and that's not going to be the case this season. I'm not going to give anyone a free win. If they want to really, at my best, outplay me, they deserve the win. But I'm not giving away any free wins this season. Not going to happen. This is the competition in the season. Every win counts. So if you can get one, you have to be on your A game and take it. So Milwaukee Sawsbucks, we lost to them last season, but with Battle of the Rex in charge, I'm not too confident in them. So I think we'll have a pretty good time here, especially with the team matchup I have and just the plans I have as well. So I'm coming for you, Battle of the Rex. But ow, I hit my hand on my desk. That's karma right there. Knock on wood. Anyway. His team is Mega Pinsir, the Slowbro, the Florges, Heliolisk, Mienshao, the Hoopa, the Sawsbuck, the Sandslash, Hariyama, the Golbat, and the Heatran. Immediately, I think, oh my god, he has Mega Pinsir. Mega Pinsir is a huge threat to any team, but I have the most physically defensive Pokemon in the world to deal with it. I'll go over that in a second as soon as I kind of break down what is a threat to me. Now, potentially the Slowbro could be a threat if it's like a Trick Room set or something. More of a passive set really doesn't harm my team too much, I guess. Especially if I have the Latias there, I take the stab and I don't really care for it too much. If he brings the Florges, Nidoqueen kind of just deals with that. That's kind of self-explanatory. I guess he could run Psyshock. I think he gets Psyshock. But again, it's not a Pokemon that I see really posing too much of a threat, especially because I have Magneton to reliably switch in. Heliolisk could be a problem because it outspeeds a lot of things. Mienshao is always a problem because it's annoying with Fake Out and the Life Orb with Choice Scarf or Choice Band and Reckless High Jump Kicks. It's just a powerhouse. The Hoop is a very big threat if he gets up a Trick Room. If it's Scarf, I have to figure that out quick. Sawsbuck, meh. Sandslash, meh. Hariyama could be scary if I lose my Spiritomb, basically. The Golbat, and the Heatran is a threat. So those are what the threat is, and this is how I decided to combat it. So I decided to run a very offensive Nidoqueen this week. At first, I went for more of a bulky spread, having a lot more HP and only a tiny bit of speed. But then I decided, you know, I'm going to take off the Sucker Punch. One, I don't want the Life Orb recoil from it, and two, I don't want him, if he sets up a substitute with his Hoopa, that is going to be such a huge problem. I'm going to lose 2-3 Pokemon right there. So I'd rather not give him that opportunity. So I will, if he is a Choice Scarf set and he kills off my Nidoqueen, then I just go into Spiritomb and I Pursuit Tribe. I do have Pursuit on that thing, so I'm not too worried about that. I have the Sludge Wave for the Florges and just the most powerful stab move I can get. Then I have the Earth Power, which kind of takes care of the Heatran as well as the Heliolisk, and then I have the T-Bolt, so I can hit the Mega Pinsir for super effective, the Slowbro for super effective, and the Golbat for super effective. So overall, I'm just going all out attack with Captain this week, and if I get it in the right situations where I just force a lot of switches, then I'll feel like it did its job very well. So I need some water. Next up, we got Tarzan right here with the Cobra Berry with our Stealth Rocks, the Grass Knot, the Close Combat, and the Flamethrower. A kind of mixed spread with enough speed to outspeed a Mega Pinsir and a Mienshao. I have the Cobra Berry so I can take a quick attack with about half my health left. If not, I would die immediately to it. I have the Flamethrower because I don't need Fire Blast to kill the Mega Pinsir if it's taken a Stealth Rocks damage, or if it's even like 12% down. I think it was like 85% at the min to Mega Pinsir. So I decided to run Flamethrower. I have the Grass Knot for the Sandslash and also the Slowbro. And then I'm also running Close Combat just so I have a powerful move to hit the Hariyama, then the Heatran and the Sawsbuck if I just want to, I don't know, if I want to fire for Close Combat, I can. And that always does a lot of damage. It also does the most to Mienshao, I believe. instead of flamethrower. So that, and I also have the stealth rocks on this thing because I did not want to run stealth rocks on my fortress, and you guys will see what else I have on that in a bit. Now next up I have the crowd right here, Magneton. I've got the Choice Scarf Magneton so I can outspeed a Mega Pinsir. This is how I'm going to deal with it. If it goes for an SD, I can outspeed it, can easily take a quick attack, and I just go for a Volt Switch or a T-Bolt if I feel that it's necessary. Also, I can trap a Heatran and I can revenge kill a Heatran with this. It does about 60% the HP ground. Also, I can also just get off a huge amount of damage on it because Heatrans don't have any reliable recovery, so I'm not too concerned about that. If I lose my Magneton, it's because I'm also in a position where I don't care about Mega Pinsir as much, because this is my safety net. It is my safety blanket when it comes to Mega Pinsir. If it goes +2 on me, I get scared very quickly, and this is how I'm gonna deal with that. Next up, I have the Max HP, Max Speed, Lil Red. Max Speed allows me to outspeed a Max Speed Heliolisk, and then I have Max HP so I can better take a hit. Calm Mind, I go for Roost, I go for Psyshock, and I go for T-Bolt. 1v1, it beats almost his entire team, because if I go +1 and there's been any prior damage on the Mega Pinsir, it's dead. The biggest problem is probably going to be the Heatran if it has Toxic or Roar. Other than that, I beat pretty much everything else. After +2 Calm Minds, the floor just can't even do like 40%, I think, so I just go +2 and then I fire up Psyshock right on Roost and go for Psyshocks at +2, +3, +4. Latios is just going to be a savage this game. Lil Red is just going to tear through his team. Now this is going to be walling a lot of Pokemon on his team. You see the Mienshao, the Hariyama, the Sawsbuck, the Sandslash, the Hoopa, all of them are walled by a specially defensive Burning Spiritomb. So I have the Will-O-Wisp so I can cripple the physical attackers. Then I have max special defense so I can switch it on a Shadow Ball, a T-Bolt, a Surf, a Volt Switch, anything like that, even a Lava Plume if I need to. I have the Pursuit to Pursuit Trap, the Hoopa. Got Foul Play here because if he tries to set up a +2 on me or just goes into Mega Pinsir, I can just go for Foul Play, which will do a lot of damage to it if I survive the hit no matter what. Also, it allows me to do a decent amount of damage to the Mienshao as well as the Heliolisk. Could run the Sucker Punch, except then I have two very situational, like, offensive moves, and I don't want to go like that. So, and I have the Pain Split as well, so I can just heal up health from his more bulkier mons. If I try to Pain Split a Heatran, I'm getting back a lot of health. If I try to Pain Split a Hariyama, I'm getting back a shit ton of health. So, that's why I got Pain Split. Mrs. Spoop over here is going to be doing a pretty fair amount of work, in my opinion. So, lastly, I'm going with Iron Nut, my physically defensive Pokemon. This is my other safety blanket on the Mega Pinsir. I go max physical defense. I have the Rock Slide. I have the Volt Switch if I want to get out of there. I have Spikes. The reason I got Spikes is he has a few fighting types on his team, and if I get up the Rocks and a layer of Spikes, that's what, 24% damage, 20% damage every single time he comes in. That's enough. That's a lot of damage right there every time he wants to come in, and I don't think he's gonna have Rapid Spin on the Sandslash if he brings it, which means I can also Spin Block, so that's fine with me. If he brings the Defog, well, then he just wastes a turn just going for Defog and is gonna lose all the momentum. So not really too concerned about that. And I have the Gyro Ball so I can hit things like the Mienshao for a lot of damage and the Florges. And then everything else is pretty self-explanatory there, guys. So this is the team I will be using to take on Magnitude, or Battler X, I mean, and the Milwaukee Sawsbucks. Week 1 of GBA Season 6. It's finally starting, guys. Our road to the championships.